Looks like we are live. Welcome. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, wait a minute, Max. Let's see. No, not in this one, in this one. Okay, I'm still not sure how to use a sign, This one. Destination and source. But is this one source? But then, you know what? Let's try following this example directly using type of, and then we will try this expression, I guess. Type of, okay. Source, destination. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm still not sure about this one. Why do we need to guess the destination to void? Yeah. And also, why is the curly bracket red? What happened? Oh. Let's copy this. It's also red. Interesting. To find should we remove the bracket though? Well, let's try this one first, I guess. Wait, hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, okay. This bracket is enclosing this one. And then why we need this 0.0. And why is it only 1? That is really confusing. Okay, let's try this in here, I guess. Sign. Let's say 69. Define at of C A B. Okay. Type of wait a minute. It's kind of confusing. Which is the end of this? Is it this one? Okay. I think this one, right? Okay. No, not like that. Max type of C, right? And then negative. I mean, do we need to use the bracket like this? I mean, is there any difference? Like using bracket or not using bracket? Yeah, I'm still not sure. Let's try this out. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Right, the max is only for type C. Type of C, sorry. Here. I think it should be like this, right? And then double equal A assign C type of C like why enclose type of C in a bracket, that's kind of make me curious, I guess. Okay, and then underscore A plus underscore B. Okay, it is a part of the assign, right? Set. Wait a minute. Okay, this bracket is this, and this one should be this one, right? So this one is this one. Is that it? Right? It's kind of confusing. I mean, well, I guess we're casting the A plus B underscore underscore A plus underscore underscore B, right? With the value of C, with the type of C, right? But then, oh, okay, yeah. I think I miscalculate the bracket, okay. But yeah, isn't this supposed to be like outside of the assign? Wait, right? I mean, this is the first argument, the destination, and there's also source. Right? I mean, this is the case. I mean, if we change the type of, let's say, integer, it's like this, right? Basically, we're casting the A plus B into integer in this case, or whatever the type of C value, I guess. So why is the colon 1 from ternary operator inside assign? Right? This bracket is for this Okay, let's deconstruct the bracket. This one is this one, right? This one is this one, right? Okay, right? And then this one should be this one, and then this one is this one. You know what? Let's copy this and no, not easy align. Okay, this equivalent is I click as Xian, and then this bracket on my cursor, and then the high click Xian, right? Is and then the bracket on the cursor is pair with after P, right? After underscore P. This one. I click Xian. And then see the high click Xian in this. So why is colon 1 from ternary operator inside of assign? Am I missing something here? Okay. Let's put it outside a case. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat or in the comment if you are watching this after live stream. I'm still not sure. Negative integer 2, okay. I mean, what is A and B? It should be number, right? Handle integer overflow. Oh, maybe we can do that with if, you know, if assign destination is 1, right? We want to use integer, but the source is value count. Maybe. F overload. No, not overload. Overflow. Or maybe just return for error, right? Overflow in value count. Maybe let's X undeclared. Right. A snap of balance of a sign. Does this say? Oh, okay. Still the same, value required a snap open. Or maybe we should just use 0. Is that it? I shall see, okay. Oh, that is quite interesting. Expected expression before. Wait, what? Okay, let's try that. Previous.c and 15, okay. Right, no, 69, right. Print value, count 1, okay. Let's try to set this into what is the maximum in max. Okay. Okay, yep. And then let's try continue in this one. 19, 26. Okay. That is 26. Okay. Continue. Oh. Interesting. Then you can. Yes. Okay. Let me check. X equal y, x equal y, and maybe we should just use a function, other than macro like this. Flow. No, not that one. This one. Okay. Overflow. Wait. Y less than 1. Y less than 1, right? And what is the destination? Oh. Zero. Okay. I mean, let's restart this. Okay. Continue. It is still zero. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this one. A and B are positive. But before we go into this, I think this one will be executed first. I think. I mean, there is this thing called sequence point, right? Sequence point, if I can type. And ternary operator, okay. But this one, wait, and of a phonetic letter. Wait. Okay, or there is no guarantee if this one is executed first. I mean, you know what? Let's run again. 69. Oh, no, not like that. Okay, print value count. There's a possibility that the value is the count is 0. Okay. Continue. Okay. I think it is in the print, right? Alpha print. Now, maybe if we like do this, v count equals 0, just return, maybe, and okay, continue, okay. Oh, yeah, there is this butcher, right? I mean, let me check. Right, we are doing print none after eval, right? If value count equals 0, return. Continue. Okay. I don't think this is the right choice, I guess. But this is interesting though. Like, check the max sign. If we don't have butcher, what will happen? Okay, okay, right. I'm just making sure, alright? Oh, interesting. Okay, if we what is Lisp? Okay, Lisp is basically one of the programming languages that what is it called? That use Lisp, I guess. Basically, we are processing Lisp. I mean, I'm not really sure about Lisp. I just want to learn, what is it called? Just want to learn C And I found this book, Build Your Own Lisp. So I'm learning C by building another interpreter for Lisp, the Lisp processing. It's basically like this. Plus 69.1, right? 69 and then 1. And then print the result 70. Or we can also do this case. 60 plus 60. Hello, good morning. Okay. Now I'm trying to see how to handle integer overflow. No. In case anyone new, integer overflow is basically we have this maximum value for the integer, and if we, what is it called? If we use more than this value, then the value will be changed. And there is this signed and unsigned integer. It basically means that the signed integer is integer that have negative and positive value, but unsigned integer only have the positive value. So I think I already have, I think this one, right? I already have example for the integer overflow. Maybe we can take a look at that. Integer overflow. Integer overflow, okay. See, if we take a look at the code, we are assigning the maximum value of integer in variable a, this one, and then we are trying to add 1 into variable a, even though it is not integer value. We already have an overflow in this. The value of a plus 1 exceeds the maximum value of integer. That's why when we print it2, right, it is become negative for some reason, right? And it's also happened with the sort integer in this one, sort max. So yeah, I'm trying to make a mechanism, yes, exceeding the max value of in. That's right, the integer overflow. So I'm trying to create a mechanism to prevent the value count from exceeding the maximum value of integer, this one. And we can take a look at this limits.h, the main page limits.h, this in max. It is only for integer value and also char, I guess. There's a bit, and this is, I think, the interesting part, because in some machine 1 bit, oh not 1 bit, sorry, 1 byte, I guess. 1 byte does not equal 8 bit. I mean, char default, what is it called? Default size, I guess. Default size for char is 1 byte. So what char bit in here means that in 1 byte we have 8 bit, as far as I understand. And in some machine, some people said that 1 byte does not necessarily mean 8 bits, so we can use char bit in here. Yes, that's right. We can typecast the int value too long. But well, I'm not really sure if casting the integer value too long gonna solve the problem, I guess. I mean, the expected is using integer, right? And if we are using long max like this, the value is maybe more than what we want. And yeah, I'm not sure processing all this value gonna cause a problem or not. So yeah, I'm trying to restrict the, what is it called, the type, I guess, to using integer. Where is it? This one. Right, I mean, if I want to be safe, just use long if it is on the 64-bit machine. But yeah, let's try handling the integer overflow, the integer overflow. Now, how do we do that? This is the question. I mean, I've tried this, what is it called? This guide. I'll post it in the chat in case anyone wants to see that too. Right, I kind of understand this macro, right? Basically, I use GTP. Okay, let's start. No, okay. And then I think we can print half mark sign in. Okay, and then print mark sign. If we can see, as you can see, the value from macro mark sign is the same as the in max value. 2147483647, right? I kind of understand that, but I'm still not sure how to use assign here. Like, how do we use this? And why is it casting to void, If we take a look at this is basically something like this, I guess. Right? We are assigning this with underscore y and then casting that to void, right? And like why? I'm still not sure. And then there is this comma 0, right? And also this one, assign. If we take this and put some space, I guess. See, why is the colon inside assign? I mean, this is a ternary operator, right? With the question mark and colon. But why is the colon inside assign? Yes, looks confusing. That's why I'm trying to find another reference. Maybe this one can help. Yeah, I'm still not sure why we do it that way. If anyone knows, please let me know in the chat or in the comment after the live stream. Oh, no error, sorry. Okay. ANP is positive. Yeah. If you know the multiplication would be incorrect if A multiplied by B. I mean, I'm not sure which one we execute. I mean, in C there is this thing called sequence point, right? Basically, there is the order which one executed first. For example, let's say with what is it called? With ampersand ampersand, true, ampersand ampersand false, like this. Or maybe let's just use this 0 and then false. What is it called? More than 0, something like that. Or okay, there is a guarantee when we use ampersand ampersand, the left operand will be executed first, and then the right operand. Even without the what is it called? Even without the bracket, that's what we call sequence point. I mean, we can take a look at this, and I will paste that in the chat in case anyone want to see that. Okay, sequence point to fetch any point, it is guaranteed that all side effects of previous evaluation will have performed. So basically, if we do something and it is not defined in the sequence point, there is no guarantee which one will be executed first. That's basically it, as far as I understand that. The execution of unsequenced evaluation can overlap. Undefined behavior, right? Desired state, or race condition in parallel computation. But can also but undefined behavior can also result in single-threaded situation. Well, A is an array as undefined behavior. Okay, this is the example of undefined behavior. A is an array and I is integer. So what is the value of I? Are we gonna, what is it called? Are we gonna increment the value of I first? Or we are using the previous value of I? Yeah, and I'm not sure if greater than sign like this have a sequence point. Let's check. I mean, yeah, the one I remember is ternary. So there is a guarantee we will checking this first and then the rest of it. Okay. Oh, sorry. The sequence point is in this one. There is sequence point after the first. P++. So the value of P are the increment by the time the second instance is executed. Okay. The end of full expression. Okay. The order in which the arguments are evaluated is not specified. I don't think there's a sequence point with greater or with greater sign. Yeah, this one is C++, not really the C. But then again, this might be byte-wise operator. I'm still not really sure about byte-wise operator. Okay. Well, let's take a break, I guess. Hello everyone. How is it going? Don't forget to drink water. Wait, hold on a minute. Okay. Let me go to the bedroom first. Be right back. Looks like it's gonna raining. Oh, I hope my internet connection survive. I mean, oftentimes when raining, my internet connection become very bad. Oh my god. Okay. How is it going? Yeah, how do we make sure that we are not exceeding the value, the maximum value of integer? Oh, hujan. With a sequence point arithmetic operator. Wait. C programming sequence point arithmetic operator. I don't think arithmetic operator have a sequence point. Operator precedence. No. Oh, it's raining. Alright. Well, let's see. If I am disconnected or laggy, then yeah. That's it, I guess. For now, it's still excellent. So that's good. Can you hear the rain? Yeah. Maybe, I'm not sure. Some background noise. In descending practice. Okay, let me publish this on the chat in case anyone wants to see this too. Compound literal. Okay. Descending practice precedence. What is? Let me check. Okay. Oh, okay. Descending precedence. So I assume this one is the first one, I guess. Okay, right. This is for the arithmetic. Bytewise, left shift, right shift. At the moment, I'm still not sure about bytewise operation. I mean, from this example, right? We are trying to use the bytewise node, I guess. We are we kind of check if the minimum value is not the same as type. Yeah, I'm not really sure. See, byte was n, was x or logical n. Okay, there's a difference between bitwise n and logical n, and also bitwise or with logical or. Ternary conditional. See, simple assignment is at the bottom, I guess. Right, descending precedence means from this, right? This is first, and then second, and then this is the last one, I guess. Okay. Are independent from order of evaluation. From the grammar. Conditional operator has the same precedence as same operator. Okay, let's continue. The conditional operator has the same precedence as assignment operator. The standard itself is the 7. Order of F. So there is no guarantee of the ordering. Sequence point, right? Then evaluation B will be complete before evaluation A begin. Anyway, I guess yes. 69, right? If we are using this, yeah, let's just use the dead part. Okay, testing. Oh, that's kind of tricky, I guess. say or maybe we should put this in here and then like okay, value count, not value, v count equals 0, return directly. Okay, alright. Let's see. Still okay. I mean, let's check this out. GTP, okay. Break in alpha, print one, the function, right? Run, no, okay, print value, should we use cell instead? And 69, right? Print value cell cannot access. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Continue. Okay, let's try this one. Print value. Continue. Yeah, we can really do that. Okay. I guess. Is there no. I don't think there is a guarantee that the integer overflow with sign integer gonna produce negative value. I mean, yeah. Oh, no, not this one. Okay. Ever increasing file size, okay. Oh, right. I think I found this, but I haven't read this. Okay. Let me just put this in the chat in case anyone want to read this before I do. Okay. The MITC Lab F account. Is it? Oh, it is PDF. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Okay, let's put this in the chat. So crazy. Enabled by default as they would so automatically. None of this option one or two. convenience macro, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, is there any guarantee that the overflow will be less than 0? So we go. And this number and size is the element size. So do we read this first? Only for integer arithmetic. Those. Strong feeling put that in there. This one is new because of the plus sign. Okay. Type sign. Wait. Where is return malloc? Okay. Says me. Okay. The division. Information, okay. You're crazy about performance then. this one. 1U. The lighter type. With new limbo, malloc array could be implemented as follows. Oh no, my eyes. Okay. Yeah, press only enable vortex. Wait, did I already put this in the chat? Oh no. Okay. Let me put this in the chat. Let's close that. Let's close that. Oh, integer overflow checking cost. From enabling. I mean, can count become negative though? That's the question. I mean, if count cannot be negative, maybe I can use unsigned integer instead. Because unsigned integer is more predictable, I guess. I mean, I've tried. Where is it? Is it in here? Overflow. Sadness. Maybe no. Step. Oh, maybe this one unsigned in. Okay. Unsigned integer overflow. It's basically a modulo of the current value, the real value, with the value, the maximum value plus 1. So if we take a look at limits.h and then unsigned integer like this, right? If we check 42967 in where the maximum unsigned integer is 4294967 one size greater than the maximum. value. And if we try this by unsigned overflow, see, it's kind of, what is it called? A tick-tock, I guess. Come 0, 1, 1, okay. What is overflow sync? I don't even remember. Oh, A plus A. Okay, what is A? Alright. But yeah, I'm not sure changing that. Is the right choice though. This is about penalty, okay. I mean from this split in and overflow, but I cannot seem to find that in the documentation. Macro. Oh, it's in this one. Arithmetic with overflow. This built-in function are equivalent to GGC7 and add overflow. How can we check this one, you know? The macro, I guess. Is it in assert? Only have assert. Like what? and it uses assert. So is this part of assert? Constant expression and interprets to have only that. Integer comparison. Am I lagging? No, okay. Sekarang user include assert. Put in and no. Interesting. And with a Python start the result. Lots of T-Max. Let me check. No. And ampersand and triple latitude, how they deal with sign integer overflow. Dengan data find sign integer type as being modulo. So type on or simply assume that omit code that different behavior and for example an error lesson might determine that a sign and this what is stack overflow? Okay. So basically, what is it called? How do I explain that? Basically, when we call a function like this one, right? Eval symbolic expression, we create a stack, right? And I think we can check with a limit. I see, unlimited. Okay. I kind of forgot how to check that. Basically, when we call a function, we put that in the stack, and the stack size, not really size, and as we call more function, the stack size that being used increase, right? So when we hit a limit, let me check Linux stack limit. I think it is 8 megabyte for Linux. So basically, when we hit a limit for the maximum stack size in our operating system, we hit the overflow, and that can cause some error, I guess. Oh, not that one. You limit this A. Wait. This A. Or S, I guess. Yeah, around 8 megabyte, if I remember correctly. It's not download. Okay. So that's as far as I remember. Wait. Let me check on my notes. I think I have checked. Did I not? Oh, I don't think. Maybe not on this one. Oh, that's not really helpful. Okay, anyway, stack overflow is basically when we are exceeding the maximum stack size. In my machine, I guess it's around 8 megabyte. So when we call a lot of function that didn't return at all, usually a recursive function, right? It will increase the size used with the stack, and when we hit the limit of the stack size, we will get the stack overflow. Yeah, as far as I understand, it is basically when we call many functions and then we exhaust the stack, the limit of the stack, and then we get the stack overflow situation. As far as I understand. I mean, I'm not sure how we can replicate that. Maybe we can check this out. C programming overflow example, I guess. Demonstrating. Okay. Intentionally cause a stack overflow. To call itself without any termination condition. Right. I'm not sure this is gonna work, but well, let's try this, I guess. The interesting part is why do we need stdio and lib? We're not using something in the header, right? Let's find out. I'm so curious. Background stack buffer overflow. I think this is kind of different. Yeah, it's more like the buffer overflow rather than stack overflow, I guess. Which kind of interesting is yeah, because we are using char buff. Okay. Function void right, and we call function again. Is it a good idea? I'm not sure. Return 0. I mean, that's why we learn doing this experimentation, you know. KCC background step overflow, stack overflow. You know what? Let me copy this first and then let's see how it goes. we got segmentation directly. Okay, interesting. I kind of want to see, right? No, not print. What's going on, you know? My playground stack overflow break. Where is, we should break in this one, right? The line 12. Okay, no compile. Like what? In the current file. Hold on a minute. Oh, sorry. Line 3. Right, it should be line 3. Okay. Now let's run this. No, okay. We haven't hit the, is it called the stack overflow yet? Okay, continue again. Info break. Hit 2 times. Okay, continue again. Continue again. Oh, how many times is it? 15 times. Okay, we haven't exhausted the stack yet. Now that's kind of make me curious. How many times do we need that? I need to just doing this. Yeah, even 61 times it's not gonna exhaust the stack. I think I need to maybe we should allocate some array maybe. Yes. What is it called? Playground. I think global, right? PSS playground. Maybe this one. Okay. 1 million. Okay. Right. Okay. Interesting, right? Okay. Let's try this out. CCTV. Okay. If we just directly use this, it will automatically produce segfault, right? But if we use GTP, playground stack overflow, break in this one, and 4. Okay. Let's run. No. Okay. Continue. Let's continue. What is it? 100, I guess. Okay. Let's check info break. Okay. We hit 9 times before having stack overflow. Yeah, let's run again. Yes. Wait, what? Oh. Do we already? Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Right. I need to kill the process first. Okay, let's break 4 and then run, right? Continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Break. Oh, 9 times. Okay. The moment of truth. Segfault. Okay. Yep. For break. So we hit segfault on the 10 times. And the interesting part is that when we run again, start from the beginning, right? Oh, we can do that. Oh, okay. So what is causing the previous problem? You know, like we hit run, okay, and then it suddenly having the segfault. Okay. Oh, maybe because of continue 100. Is that why? So, like we have, what is it called? You know what? Let's continue again. Okay, run info break, right? Continue not 100. Let's try. I guess 20. Okay. In the 19 crossing. Okay, but if we check the break, we hit 9 times before hitting the segfault, and then run again. Yes. Immediately segfault. Let's check this. Okay, alright, so it looks like when we have this ignore next whatever hit, when we run the program again, it will, what is it called? It will execute it, even though it said start from the beginning. It will execute the rest of the ignored hit or step, I guess. It's kind of interesting. That's why when we run, it is supposed to be start from beginning, but because we have the ignored hit, the F11 hit, we immediately get segfault. And then, yeah, the ignore hit is decreased, I guess. If we run again, yes, it is fine. But we already hit the breakpoint 3 times. That is interesting. I'm not sure if that is the intended behavior. Yeah, but anyway, that's the case of the Stack Overflow, I guess. I mean, I'm still learning, so there might be more information other than exhaust the stack limit, and maybe we will get there at some point. I mean, I'm still not sure about the heap memory, like what is the heap memory exactly? Some people say it's just a memory, there is not really the stack or the heap in the C standard, I guess. I mean, I haven't read the C standard yet, so I'm not sure. But yeah, memory stuff is kind of interesting. Let's kill this. Okay, you know what? Let's add an example. In Linux 64-bit system. Okay, in Linux 64. This will cause Stack Overflow on the 10 iteration. We can check this using GDP. Wait, hold on a minute. With this tab, assuming we already inside GDP with command GDP playground overflow. Break line case. Break and then continue 10, I guess. Oh no, run first and then continue 10. Okay, let's see. Line 13. Break line 13. No. Why? Okay, yes. I need to recompile that. My bad. GTP, okay. GTP playground stack overflow. Break line 13. Okay, and then run. No. Continue 10. Okay, info break. Yep, exactly segfault. And when we run again, yes, I already hit 2 times. Interesting. Okay, break 13 at break point in line 13. Run. Okay, this 13. Okay, and then let me commit this. Char playground add example add stack overflow example. This is an this example supposed to be used with debugger as per a debugger like GTP to see how many iterations we need to exhaust the stack limit. On my system, it needs 9 iterations. 9 or 10? I guess 9. 9 iteration to, we fail on the 10 iteration, right? When we are trying to call another function. Okay, it need 9 iteration to exhaust the stack limit. And the interesting part is that when we use continue comment in GTP and we got an error, when before finishing those input number, use run command. We will be using the remainder of those numbers. For example, when we use continue 10 and cut segfault in the 9 iteration, we will have one more execution when we do run command again. Still not sure if that hypothesis correct or not. Need more info. That's from my observation. That's just from my observation. Okay. Need more info. I mean, if anyone have a reference to how that work, let me know. Okay, hypothesis. Okay, right. Let me post that first. Git push. Run. Oh, maybe I should also commit this one. Wait. Yeah, let commit that one too. Fit run. Man GCC dp level no C3. Okay, is level 3 of flag. Level 3 of dp flag and adding including extra information such as the macro definition. This can be useful to check how the macro expand expand, right? And then max. So, oh, wait, did I not use that bug? Hello, Isa Charvey, welcome. Okay, no, not that one. Max in, right? Undefine. Oh, not expand to max in. Wait a minute. Maybe I should use this one instead. Yeah. Not really. So it's not really expand the macro. Oh, because we haven't started. Yes. Okay. I'm saying yes, but actually pressing no. Classic. Expand. Right, okay. Now we are talking. Okay. See. Expand. If we use 69, it becomes 69. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will add into the commit message. To expand the macro, we need to start the program first. In GTP first. Let comment start. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Wait. Did I not? Okay. This is a sentence. We need to end the sentence, right? Okay. Let me check first. To expand. Okay. Then I need to start to. Okay. Guess let me push this. Right. Okay. Let's take a break. How is it going, everyone? Hello. Oh. Currently, in the place where I live, the rain just, what is it called? Subside. The rain already done, I guess. Is that the word? So, previously it is raining very heavily, and now it is not raining again. So yeah, there is that. Don't forget to drink water. value count. I mean, I honestly still not sure about lips, I'm picking up, what is it called? I'm picking up this book, right? Build Your Own Lisp, because I want to learn C. So basically what I did is to learn C by building an interpreter for lips. I'm not sure if that is a good idea or not, but it is kind of fun, I'm also a little bit learning about lips. That's definitely a good way to learn. See, okay. Yeah. Let me copy this in the chat in case anyone want to see that. Or you can take a look at the description, which, well, I think we have a lot of reference. I mean, I'm trying to add the reference as we go, and if you can see, we are nearing the limit of YouTube description, which is 5,000 character. So yeah, if you want to take a look, it is in the description most of the time, because we are nearing the limit. So I'm just putting that in the chat now. Okay. On Web3, they're building something called. I'm still not sure about Web3, so I want to focus learning C first. Yeah, Lisp also kind of interesting, Lisp programming language. I mean, I know Lisp from Emacs, if that's kind of helpful. I mean, I use Vim, right? And I am also trying out Emacs, so I know Lisp from Emacs because Emacs has their own Lisp processing, their own Lisp interpreter, right? So I know Lisp from there, but yeah, I'm still... Yeah, Emacs is cool. Like, basically we can do almost everything, I guess, in Emacs, as long as we know Ellipse, like the Emacs Lisp, right? It is quite cool, but I personally prefer Vim because it is simpler, and yeah, I use Vim first. Maybe that's why. I mean, if I use Emacs first, maybe I will choose Emacs over Vim. It's just a matter of preference, I guess. But Emacs is cool. If, let's say, if you like to, what is it called? Do a lot of things in one program, Emacs might fit our need, because Emacs Lisp is very powerful. You can create a lot of things with Emacs Lisp. In Emacs, of course. But in Vim, yeah, there is some kind of limitation, I guess. So yeah, I'm still not sure about Lisp. I mean, it is a learning process, right? So, but yeah, my goal is learning C and learning Lisp as a secondary goal. Yeah, Emacs is super powerful and flexible. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, use whatever comfortable with you. I mean, I've tried out VS Code too, but yeah, I'm more comfortable with Vim. Use whatever you are comfortable with. You know, the point is that we are comfortable using it, right? Parenthesis list, yeah. Oh, begin developing Lisp in MIT, okay. To create AI programming language. Oh, okay. Alright, in case anyone haven't noticed, it looks like AI programming language start in 1958 or maybe earlier. I'm still not sure. So interesting. Developing Lisp for AI. Okay. I'm still not sure if that is correct or not. Information processing language. What is it? Oh, IPL. It is a programming language. Oh, interesting. IPL, information programming language. Okay. Consulted on the design the Fortran list processing language. Okay. It did not support recursion. Oh, or if else, if then else. Okay. Not necessarily because of. Okay, Lisp is interesting to me, not necessarily because of the, but because of the ideas. Oh, I quote or unquote feature. I've noticed some of those ideas lately in the JavaScript. Quote and unquote feature. Okay. I'm quite new to Lisp. What is quote and unquote feature? Okay, let me check. Lisp programming language quote feature, I guess, or in the. Oh, is this the one? Special operator, right? Is, I mean, from this book. Oh, equivalent to quote. Oh, yeah. I think I know the book, right? What is it called? Yeah, I forgot what the book called. I found some book which treating programming as processing data or something like that. Oh, and it has the ability to quote or unquote block of code. Oh, is it like comment or uncomment with what you mean quote or unquote block of code. Yeah, I kind of forgot what is the book again. Let me check first. Maybe I have that in here. Wait. I don't think I have that. Capsule and use it in a different way. Oh, so you need a capsule and using it in a different way. Okay. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I mean, I'm still learning about Lisp too. By building the interpreter for Lisp. Right. I mean, if we take a look at the book, there is some basic concept, I guess, like the symbolic expression between data and code, right? I mean, where is it? The stack and the heap. Okay, parsing expression, this one, right? Polish notation, yeah. I'm still not sure about that. In the S expression. Symbolic, this one, okay. In Lisp, this structure is commonly called symbolic expression. Okay, this is one of the expression using the set code. The bracket, I guess. Okay, let's learn together. Let's learn Lisp together, I guess. Like this one, right? The symbolic expression 6942. Okay, and then in this book there is another expression called quote expression, but we are using curly bracket. I'm still not sure why we use curly bracket, even though it is called quote expression. I mean, I guess I kind of expect it using single quote or maybe double quote. Yeah, I'm not sure. Basically, it is like this, like this one, right? This is called the quote expression for some reason. I'm not sure. But then there's this comment. I've never heard of quote expression. And quote expression don't exist in other Lisps. It uses macros to stop evaluation. And I'm still not sure about macros that the author talking about here. Is it the same as macro in C? I don't think so, I guess. But different place to execute later. Oh, okay, maybe that could be it. You know, like pending the execution for this code until we told, what is it called? Until we explicitly told the interpreter, hey, I want to execute this code now, you know. And I guess maybe that's why we have a file, right? there's this keyword eval. Takes the quote expression and evaluate it as it were symbolic expression. Maybe that is the use case of eval. Maybe. Again, we will also learn Lisp as we go on, right? Learning two programming languages with one book. I guess this book is good if we are proactive. What is it called? If we are proactive searching for another reference, if you take a look at my previous session, I rarely read the book itself. I'm going off on my own. Like, for example, I'm trying to implement how to handle integer overflow, and this does not exist on the book. I'm just curious how we can handle integer overflow, right? I'm basically going off on my own and just coming back to the book if I exhaust what I don't know. If I run out of ideas, I guess. Okay. Yeah. We're paving our own way, right? So that's why I think this is a good book for someone to find the unknown, Like, for example, in Like, for example, in this, what is free function, right? Where can we check that, Or maybe this one, what this mean, right? So it's good for finding out the unknown, the things that we don't know yet. But if someone, if someone wants to have a book with every information in it, then I think this is not the book they want, I guess. Because again, I think this book has minimal information on how she works, right? So we need to figure things out ourselves most of the time. Okay. Am I familiar with other languages like JavaScript or Python? Because it's possible to model Lisp like I test in other languages. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm also quite familiar with. I've used Python before, but not extensively, and also using JavaScript. And I've also used Golang for quite a bit too. So yeah, I'm kind of familiar, a little bit familiar with other languages. So maybe, is there any similarity with Lisp model and other language? That is interesting, because I just learned Lisp recently, right? So I haven't found the correlation between the Lisp model and the other programming language model. That's quite interesting. Maybe I will see that. Maybe I will see the correlation later on, as I understand Lisp deeper, I guess. The default papers, the default, and do not evaluate the expression symbol along to the function. I think the main thing in Lisp is that in Lisp the code isn't executed. Oh, okay. The code isn't executed immediately, and instead you can store it and execute it later. Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, let's learn together, and see how it goes. I mean, that is the fun part of learning, right? We will see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, the default evaluation rule. When a regular can write this, okay. Evaluate. Wait. Do not evaluate the expression along to the function exactly as type. Pass the default and do not evaluate the expression. Pass it along to the default evaluation route when a regular argument passed to it unevaluated can write this. Let's into evaluate this. Okay, this one first. And 2, okay. A is looked up in the current variable pending set, okay, and then replace, right? Say A is currently bound to value 3. Okay. Oh, there is let. Yeah, I'm still not sure if we will gonna implement let in the book. Let's see. We would get invoke on 3 everything 5. Okay, inner form is now thing 15. Explain code already. Alright. As seen above, our argument to a function are evaluated. So if you would like to pass the symbol A and not its value, you don't want to evaluate it. And not its value, you don't want to evaluate. Okay, Lisp symbol can double both as their values and markers where you in other language would have used strings such as key to hash table. To upload results from a Python application, okay, but rather do the plotting in Lisp, have your Python app do something like this. Okay, random, okay, allocate, okay. Cycling certified. Okay. Code tick, right? Causing the default rule not to apply. Okay. What would otherwise happen is that the value of allocate and free are looked up. Oh. Don't want that in our Lisp. We wish to do the list entry case get okay. sequence of Hyacinth call been made. For the data given above, why C? Okay, why did I want to learn C? Because I'm trying to get into the system engineering job, and I kind of want to try out contributing to Linux kernel, and Linux kernel using C. There's also Rust, I guess, but most of the Linux kernel code base is C, so that's why I'm learning C in hope that I can start contributing to the Linux kernel, or maybe other kernel too, like FreeBSD and OpenBSD, and maybe from that I can get into the system engineering job or something like that, so yeah. I mean, everything is put on C at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, some people say that C is a high-level assembly. Basically, when we learn C, we are kind of learn how to communicate with the hardware kind of thing, So it gives us what is it called? Information about how the hardware behave, something like that. It can be beneficial if we learn a high-level language like Python and maybe JavaScript. Okay, but if I were you, just start to learn by doing project. That's what I do. I'm creating an interpreter, The project is creating Lisp interpreter. That's what I do. Like, we are basically creating this kind of interpreter. This is the project. I mean, I'm not sure what the project we are talking about here, but I think this is also considered a project, It's similar to the Python, right? 1 plus 1. See? This is what I'm trying to create. The project. A simple Lisp interpreter. That's it, I guess. I'm not really learning by only reading the book as is, but I'm doing a project. Yes, the main thing with high-level language is they provide abstraction to make things easier for people to get started. Yeah, like Python and JS with automatic memory management, right? Yeah, that is one of the benefits of high-level language. It have all of this abstraction to make things easier to do. But yeah, I want to learn what's underneath that. Like the memory management, how to manually manage the memory, right? With malloc and stuff. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job with memory management, so we will see. Yeah, I mean, that's the point, right? Oh, a lot of languages they have similar features and similar problem. A lot of people overestimate how much an individual language matter. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the general, what is it called? The general aspect of programming language, is that it? Anyway, the programming language, how do I say that? Yeah, I guess oh yeah. That's right. Once we get proficient with programming, it becomes easier to pick up new language. I think that's what I want to convey. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, programming language most of the time is about syntax and how they execute the instruction, right? So if we understand the syntax and like the order, how the programming language execute things, and then we can try out a new language easily, usually, right? I mean, I don't really want to over specialize. I guess that's the word. Over specialize in one programming language and then forget the basic, That's, what is it called? That's what I want to avoid. That's why I'm trying to learn different programming language. Not only C, not only Lisp, sometimes Python, sometimes Golang too, right? To get a sense of what interesting or not. Yeah, syntax is what is it called? It's not the primary concern, I guess. The most important thing is like paradigma, or what is it called? Like the mechanism of how the programming language handle things, those kind of things. For example, in JavaScript there is asynchronous and synchronous process. In Golang there is, what is it called, parallelism or channel or something like that. Yeah, the different ideas, and it's kind of interesting, seeing those ideas, what is it called, coming along. Yeah, parallelism, concurrency, and what works in Golang might be different in JavaScript, let's say. Right? So I think that is more important, understanding how the language executed rather than the syntax. Right? For example, like this, what is gonna happen when we execute this? Right? Those kind of things. Okay, I guess I will end this live stream. Okay, and keep in mind, a lot of time you can implement the same idea Golang in language like C, but it's just less convenient. Right? We can implement another language in another programming language. It's just less convenient, and I think those inconvenient is a great way to learn, like, because we know how hard it is and we try to do things ourselves, right? And we kind of learning how to build those, what is it called? Those hypotheses for the mechanism, I guess. If you have read this, Programming as Theory Building by Peter Newell, I think it's this one. Okay, I think this is quite an interesting paper to read. I will put this in the chat. In this paper or essay, basically Newell said that programming is building a theory, So the designer's job is not to pass along the design, but to pass along the theories driving the design. So we need the context too, right, when doing programming. And I guess that's also important. So why we do this? Why we choose this mechanism instead of another mechanism? Something like that. Okay. Yes. I mean, it is a language, right? It's just a different kind of communication, I guess. Other than we are communicating with another human, we are communicating with computer, something like that. That's why different structure in a way that can be studied. Yeah, that is what interesting about programming, We are building the theory, the hypothesis of how things should work. Okay, I guess that's it for now. I need to grab some food after this. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.